I'm Grace Victory and I make YouTube videos on beauty, fashion, body image and mental health. Sort of like the internet's big sister.
The latest fashion in health right now is clean eating. With over 30 million Eat Clean hashtags on Instagram and self-style wellness bloggers leading the way in pushing plant-based diets that are dairy-free,
sugar-free, gluten-free, meat-free, joy-free. I've struggled with eating in the past, and some people say that extreme clean eating can just be another eating disorder. So, should we worry about the latest trend, or will clean eating really result in a hotter, happier, healthier you?
the number of wellness bloggers promoting the benefits of their diets on your body and mind has exploded. I'm going to try some of these diets.
So, I'm going to type in clean eating and then see what comes up.
Hi.
Hi. Hey guys.
Hi guys.
Hey banana bitches.
Am I beautiful?
What? There's thousands and thousands of videos on clean eating, and I've come across Deliciously Ella, which I've heard of before.
I'm Ella from Deliciously Ella, and I'm going to be sharing loads of stuff on health and happiness with you guys.
The other UK person is Madeline Shaw.
Check out my website for more tips and tricks to enliven the hottest, happiest and healthiest you.
So, all these clean eaters are preaching that what they do is the best way to live. But I'm thinking now, are these people trained in this stuff? Do they know what they're talking about? I don't know.
I'm Melissa Hemsley and this is my sister Jasmine.
The Hemsley sisters have got a new cookery show and say their clients experience increased energy and better quality of sleep, weight loss and a general sense of happiness and well-being as a result of the diets they promote. But they're not qualified nutritionists or dietitians, so why are people listening to them?
Could I tomorrow be like, my new eating trend is I'm going to eat full fat food and no carbs? Could that be a thing? And I think it could be people who want to believe in something to make themselves feel better. So that's what I think is happening. I found a voucher to become a nutritionist, like an actual nutritionist, a raw food nutritionist diploma course for £29. £29. So I am going to enrol and then start my training and my studying. It's like going back to school.
The number of vegans in the UK has more than tripled in 10 years, but the bloggers like to call themselves plant-based instead.
This is Ella Woodward's kind of like basic what you should be eating. As a plant-based diet, I can't eat meat, fish, wheat, dairy. No white flour, white rice, white pasta, no refined foods, no chemicals, no additives, no flavourings. I'm scared. Can't have that. No cheese, no yoghurt. Dairy milk chocolate is my life. I'm saying goodbye to my life. No, no, no. Branston pickle is my favourite with cheese. This contains calcium chloride. I'm not actually sure what calcium chloride is, and that made me feel really sick. So my chilli contains sulfur dioxide. What's that? Basically, I can't have anything on my top shelf. I'm feeling stressed. That is all that's left. I'm depressed. Look how green that is.
I've got rid of the stuff that clean eaters say I shouldn't eat. So if I'm going to try a plant-based diet, I better get some clean food.
So, I am in Wandsworth and I'm going to Planet Organic to buy some organic food. That's all I can eat. So, that's the plan. Here we have seeds. Dark chia, sprouted risotto, sprouted chia seed powder, mulberries. What's that? I could just eat that. I could just eat that. I feel like I should lick it so then no one can have it and I can buy it. £12 for pollen. They look tasty, but they're £5. I'm not a millionaire, so. Quinoa bread, buckwheat bread, linseed bread, rice bread, buckwheat 3-grain bread, sourdough bread, brioche bread, spelt sourdough, That is £6.75 for that. What is happening? I kind of feel like this whole clean eating vegan thing is a class, like very middle class, very like middle class, and I mean I make money but I can't afford to eat like this all the time, like it's very expensive.
But clean eating isn't just about what you eat. The wellness bloggers are selling a whole lifestyle.
I am at BeFit London, which is a 3-day event for fitness fanatics, people that watch what they're eating and just generally live a really healthy lifestyle. So that's where I am today. I want one of them, but I've heard it's really expensive, like £300, which is ridiculous. What's that Vogue? How are you?
I have watched you on YouTube since the beginning, girl. Look who I bumped into. It's like a great picture.
Look how great you look and how terrible I look. I've just literally woken up.
That's a lie.
It's amazing. Tell me, do you clean eat? Try to. What's clean eating to you guys though?
It's about knowing what's good for you and what works for you and knowing what makes you feel good or what makes you not feel good. I think it's all about balance.
We need to eat more plants. We need to eat more real food, not processed food. Food that comes from the earth and comes from trees and comes from bushes. So to me, plant-based living is just about adding more vegetables and more greens into your diet.
Basically 7.5 years ago when I started on my healthy eating journey, that really, think about it, it was before kale got a publicist. And it was like when everybody was calling quinoa, quinoa, everybody.
So clean eating is like a booming thing at the moment.
It's huge at the moment. I
Yeah.
think with the kind of boom of Instagram and the Insta Fitspos, I think it's fashionable at the moment.
Oh my god, this is, yeah.
It's like
On
it's
trend.
like the new glam.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be drinking a green smoothie. Everyone wants to be going to like the hottest yoga class. It's become like a social thing now. Like if you're not eating clean, like it's like, who are you? It's a bit of a problem because there's a lot of people out there who are like giving it nutritional advice, personal training advice, and they don't necessarily have the qualifications, but no one's really questioning it because
No.
they're like, oh, that girl has a great body, she has a lovely smoothie bowl on her Instagram,
Yeah.
she must know what she's doing. There's no way we can stop it or
Yeah.
monitor it. I think it's just going to continue to grow because the industry is just growing. Everyone wants to be a part of it. Everyone wants to be Insta famous.
Fitness fanatic,
Yeah.
apps on Instagram.
That's the thing. So, I mean, I think we do need to be careful about, like, who we're taking advice from.
What are the main bloggers saying, and can we really trust them? Deliciously Ella says that when we drink milk, calcium is drawn from our bones in order to rebalance the acidity it causes, which can result in a calcium deficit. Is that really true? This woman should know. She's literally a proper scientist with a PhD in nutrition.
This is just scientific nonsense. Milk is a really good source of calcium. The danger of giving up milk is that you don't replace that calcium in your diet with something else, and that has long-term consequences for your bone health.
I haven't had lunch yet. It's like 3 o'clock. Mainly because I don't know what I want. And I'm watching like clean eating videos and I'm just like, I'm not inspired by this. It's unattainable to me. I don't want to live this lifestyle. I don't want to. And I really, really miss eggs. I miss eggs so much. An egg sandwich, an omelette, egg with avocado on toast, poached egg, fried egg, scrambled egg. I also can't stop farting. I literally, it's like I eat a vegetable and I fart straight away. So, great. I've been eating a plant-based diet for 2 weeks now and I'm really struggling. But one of my followers has suggested that I speak to fellow YouTuber High Carb Hannah. She calls herself a diet coach and has inspired loads of people to eat a clean diet and lose weight. So maybe she can help me.
the all potato diet. I am just going to be having potatoes.
She and her followers once did a potato cleanse for 30 days as a weight loss experiment. That sounds ridiculous.
I've been told that you are the girl to go to for like weight loss and to get healthy. So who did you follow for inspiration when you went vegan straight away years ago?
I was following Freely, so Freely the banana girl.
I'm here about to eat one banana after my run this morning, and I'm going to hit some more bananas later, so we'll see how many I can have, maybe 40, 50 today.
Her boyfriend, Durian Rider.
My advice for fat people, get off your ass, eat like we do.
There was lots of other people, Ravana, Fully Raw Christina, and back then, like, everybody was kind of 100% raw. It was like, you had to be 100% raw to be healthy. I wasn't having any nuts, I wasn't having any seeds, no fats, no salt, nothing that had any type of stimulation in it, so no caffeine, no cocoa powder, nothing like that.
So how did you find out about like the starch diet or eating like that way?
What happened was the 100% raw thing kind of turned into raw till 4, which is basically just eating fruit until 4 o'clock and then having a big starch-based meal. And then there was actually a YouTuber named Potato Strong.
Hey guys, it's Will from Potato Strong here. I wanted to talk about calories today.
Who promoted eating a starch-based diet, and he had lost a lot of weight. And after failing so miserably on a fruit-based diet, I was just like, I'm gonna try eating starch-based. Now for like the potato cleanse, which was a 30-day experiment that I did on my channel, I just wanted to see if I could survive off of potatoes for 30 days and what would happen. And in our group, like, tons of people have lost 20 pounds, 30 pounds, like...
In 30 days?
Just eating potatoes.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Do you think that you should just literally just have, like, starchy food?
I would say do the potato cleanse for a week. Like, that's what I recommend, is people do it for a week. And then they transition to a starch-based diet. And instead of thinking that it's restrictive, they think that there's so much that they can eat. Because if you come from a potato cleanse, and then after that I can have rice and beans and fruit and like all this stuff, then it seems very like, you have all these options.
Okay, well this is it then. I'm embarking on the potato cleanse and then starch-based. I can do this, Hannah. I can do this.
You can do this.
Breakfast is sweet potato with maple syrup. Yes! Not really. I hate it. It's gross. I've lost 1 more pound. So I have to leave for what I'm eating. And I haven't eaten. Number 1, because I just cannot eat potatoes for breakfast. Number 2, I'm running slightly late. So usually I would go up to central London and get food up there, which I'm going to try and do today, if I can find potatoes. Oh, all I want is like avocado on toast with poached egg. Potatoes, onion, garlic. Another day. Another potato. I feel like bloated and I'm not pooing. I've broken out. I feel like I look really bad. I just look at the state of me. Like, I'm not about this. No. I just feel really crap about myself. Nothing to do with how I look as such, but it's a bit more like I feel like I can't see my friends. And I feel socially isolated a little bit. I just don't see why you'd put yourself through this, to be honest. Like, it might be because of my lifestyle. Like, I am constantly on the go. I don't have time to constantly cook food. And it's not easy. Like, I feel like people on the internet and like people who do this make it sound so easy and it's so great because you lose all this weight. But it's not easy, for me anyway. I just don't like it. I've been doing the potato cleanse for a week and I'm finding it pretty tough going. I am now on my way to meet Ursula, a dietitian, and hopefully she's going to tell me the potato cleanse is wrong.
So, potato cleanse, am I going to benefit from this? Because
Do you just want a one-word answer?
no.
Thankfully, I've been let off the hook from the potato cleanse. So now I'm trying the cleanest plant-based diet out there, raw vegan.
Hello everyone, it's Brianna Jackfruitson and
Nikocado Avocado.
I am at Brianna's house. We're going to make raw pad thai, aren't we?
yeah, it's going to be a really simple recipe. There's just a few ingredients, just some raw vegetables, a delicious peanut sauce. So I think,
nice.
Yeah.
Let's go then.
1 red pepper.
Yeah.
Courgette, some carrot, some portobello mushrooms over here.
So I'm going to have raw mushrooms, will I die?
No.
What is that? Powdered peanut butter?
Yeah.
And ginger. Okay, cool. Now, next we've got carrot courgette. Carrot jetty.
So you've never tried raw mushrooms?
Never in my life.
I promise you it's not going to be as bad as you think.
Nah. Tamari. Nice. Do like a bit of lime juice. So Brianna has made the dish complete.
It's not the prettiest version I've ever made, but...
I feel like it's a starter for my main dish to come out. But that sauce, Brianna, I'm impressed.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad that you
So good.
Brianna's battled with anorexia for the past 6 years. 2 years ago, she relapsed after following wellness bloggers. But since then, she's become a wellness blogger herself. So tell me your story.
When I was 12, I started to actually try and eat healthily. I guess you could call it like clean eating
Yeah.
in a way, just to lose a bit of weight, feel a bit more confident. And then that kind of spiraled into an eating disorder.
Did you get diagnosed with anorexia or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It was just after my 17th birthday, so it's about 2 and a bit years ago now. And I had a really major relapse. And whilst I was like starving my body, of course, all my body could think about was food, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
it was so starved. So I would go on Instagram and I would just look at all of these food accounts.
I think I need that.
Yeah, that's when I kind of came across these vegan accounts and these raw vegan accounts. And one of the people that I came across first of all was a woman called Freely.
Freely again? I wonder what Dr. Sarah thinks about her.
Protein, yes, it is bad to have lots of protein, girl. Protein is like acid for your body and for your bones.
Amino acids.
Yeah, so you don't want that.
I don't even know where to start. It's absolute rubbish. It just goes against everything that we know about nutrition and nutrition science. Clearly, she hasn't got a brain in her head.
She also says, I get most of my protein on a raw vegan lifestyle from my own flesh. This is actually scientifically accurate.
It's not scientifically accurate, it's scientific rubbish, and it's almost comical. There is a process by which that when the gut cells are shed, that the protein is reabsorbed into the body, but the contribution to your diet is absolutely minuscule, and you couldn't live healthily from it.
She has a lot of like guidelines that she likes people to follow, or she recommends to people to follow in order to succeed on a vegan diet. And it really just confused me in terms of like, you know, should I eat this amount? Like, how much should I eat? Like, what should I eat? Honestly, almost spiraled into another eating disorder in a way, just because I was obsessing over food so much.
Orthorexia.
In a way, yes. I was just so scared to not get veganism right, even though I wouldn't say there is one right way to do veganism.
This is what it is.
all,
This is my issue, is that every person I come across who's vegan has a different way of doing it. And I think that the vegan community, it's quite cultish, and that if you put up a photo on Instagram and no one agrees with what you're eating, you just get attacked and you're going to die if you eat that. And it's just like, how about you eat how you eat and I eat how I eat?
Yeah, I completely agree that there's no one size fits all. I've tried many different varieties of the vegan diet, and I've tried to be as healthy as everyone else wanted me to be. But what I actually realised through all of that is like, okay, well, you know, perhaps I could eat in a way that would live up to everyone else's standards.
Yeah.
But even though perhaps they think my body would be really physically healthy, my mind is not mentally healthy at all.
So today I am at a eating disorder recovery clinic, and I'm with the clinical director, Emmy. What is your opinion, or what do you think about the whole eat clean phenomenon that's been going on?
It's dangerous for us. It's really dangerous. And what we've seen is an increase in sufferers coming forward who have basically attempted to strive for a great sense of wellness through clean eating and avoiding or restricting entirely food groups.
Yeah.
And basically what that means is that people get really ill. And some of the people that we've seen here, even the people with anorexia and binge eating disorder, started off with orthorexia.
Orthorexia. An obsession with eating foods that one considers healthy, a medical condition in which the sufferer systematically avoids specific foods that they believe to be harmful.
I find it frightening the amount of negative guidance there is that's also under a veil of something positive, because it really isn't. Encouraging people to restrict food groups, to be really self-critical, and to praise people for depriving themselves of things isn't positive. It's really, really quite nasty, but it's got a very pretty face on front of it, some might say.
An orthorexia self-test. 11 questions to determine if someone has orthorexia. Do you feel an increased sense of self-esteem when you're eating right and look down on others who are not? Yes, I do. Do you skip foods you enjoy to eat the right foods? Yes. Does your diet make it difficult for you to eat away from home? Yes. Are you being socially isolated? Yes. I have a modest case of orthorexia, apparently. So there you go. Have you seen any bloggers in this clinic?
We've seen probably at least a third, or at least heard from a third of the top bloggers in the country, and they're really not in a position to be giving advice, and more than that they know that because they're looking for help elsewhere.
I'm shocked that Emmy claims a third of the top clean eating bloggers in the UK have been in touch with the Recover Clinic about their eating disorders. This link between clean eating and orthorexia is a bit mad. I found someone who says clean eating nearly killed her.
She developed anorexia, and then after that it kind of developed into something else, and instead of restricting everything, she then was restricting by just clean eating.
I would find recipes online from people like Deliciously Ella and Madeline Shaw, where basically I could eat what I wanted. I'd just substitute the carbs for cauliflower, and within something like 6 months I've lost about 20% of my body weight. I got to a weight where I was told my organs were shutting down, and I ended up in hospital. And as soon as I gave my body the things that those health bloggers were telling me not to give my body, I was healthy again. And I would argue that health bloggers are really, really responsible for the increase in accessibility to restricting calories in a way that doesn't look so abnormal.
See, because I never looked at it like that. I follow like health accounts on Instagram, and the food looks so appetising. Well, you strip it back and realise that actually, because it's literally chia seeds, there's nothing in it. They are, I guess, glorifying restricting your calories.
And also what it's doing is it's demonising certain foods that we need, our bodies need carbs, our brain needs carbs. I've seen firsthand what happens when your brain is starved of carbohydrates. You need those carbohydrates, and the fact that, no, not everybody is gluten intolerant. Gluten insensitivity is very, very, very rare.
Yeah.
Why all of a sudden now, 50 years ago people ate bread and they didn't have a problem, now all of a sudden, oh no, don't touch it, it's poisonous.
The Hemsley sisters say gluten breaks down the microvilli in your small intestine, and Madeline Shaw says gluten is like sandpaper for the gut.
So people that suffer from celiac disease, the gluten does actually damage their gut, but they make up 1% of the UK population. But for the rest of us, we've been eating and tolerating gluten for thousands of years, and nothing has changed in our genetics to suddenly make us all intolerant to it.
I really want to know what the wellness bloggers will say in response to Dr. Sarah.
Not answering.
But even though I've been trying for 2 months, none of them will take my calls or give me an interview.
Finally, a wellness blogger has agreed to meet me. Her name is Natasha Corrett, and she promotes the alkaline diet. So you now have a brand called Honestly Healthy.
Yes.
Tell me a bit more about that, what it involves.
So I write cookbooks and based on nutritional principles that a nutritionist, Vicky Edgerton, put together. I created what we call the Green and Lean Plan, which is a 90-day fitness and food transformation plan. And the great thing is people are doing this, they're learning to cook, they're sleeping better, they have way more energy, their families are onto it as well. So it's not really about those sort of deprivation plans out there, it's all or nothing. Not at all. This really teaches you day-to-day techniques and how to incorporate it into everyday life.
How come you went down the alkaline route?
Basically, our bodies are naturally alkaline and always will put ourselves back into that state. If we are fighting our food rather than fighting disease on a regular basis, you put yourself under unnecessary stress. So then your body will have to might have to draw on the minerals from your bones to help pull yourself back to that alkaline state. So it's just putting yourself in an unnecessary stress when by the food you eat is really your fuel.
Because I spoke to a doctor and he basically said to me that your food won't affect your pH. Is that...
Sorry, I'm not going to answer this. I'm not going to answer this one, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah,
No worries.
sorry.
There isn't a scrap of scientific evidence behind the so-called alkaline diet. We have a very acidic pH in our stomach. We have a slightly alkaline pH in our blood, and there are different processes in the body that are there to make sure that those pHs are maintained, and it's nothing to do at all with the food that we eat.
So your nutritionist and co-author, Vicky Edgerton, has said that she was influenced by Robert Young.
No, I'm sorry, I'm not doing that because he's just been arrested, so I'm just not going down that.
Robert Young. Now, he is the father of the alkaline diet, and in 2012 he made more than $5 million. He claimed that acid is the cause of all diseases, including cancer, and he has said that you can basically cure yourself of cancer if you follow the alkaline diet. He was arrested in 2014 and is now in prison for practicing medicine without a license. Neither Natasha nor her co-author have ever made claims about the alkaline diet curing cancer, though they do claim your food can affect your body's pH. But as the only wellness blogger who's been willing to speak to me, I also wanted to ask her about the business side of clean eating.
Do you think it is the trend and people are just making money?
Well, I think everyone finds a way of making money because it's business, isn't it? But in what way do you mean?
I just think it's sometimes people promote this whole clean eating lifestyle, and every day someone's making like a new blog or bringing out a book, and are they just jumping off the back of like seeing your success or someone else's success and thinking I'm gonna like brand myself as this wellness person and make loads of money?
It's possible. I mean, I don't know. I'm not one of those people, so I wouldn't be able to, I've been doing this longer than probably all of them put together, but I think it's the same with every industry, isn't it? Whether it's fashion or restaurants or, even in the city. I think everyone we need to make money to eat, to have it, live, really. So I'm sure if someone, I don't know, is inspired by something or they think it might make them money, then maybe they will.
Mama said, you're a pretty girl, what's in your head? It doesn't matter, brush your hair.
I am here at the first UK Wellness Summit, and there's like entrepreneurs here, there are startups, and it's all about making a business essentially and making money off the wellness industry. And I sort of feel like people are looking at me wondering what I'm doing here. I don't know, I've got my hair in plaits, plus size. I don't know, I feel like I'm being judged and people are like thinking she doesn't look healthy or she doesn't look like she's into wellness, so yeah.
We're all walking around in our yoga pants and our trainers, and we're drinking green juice and we're meditating, and this is the industry that you're involved in, right? You're leading that movement and you're leading a new way of thinking toward how we think about our bodies and our minds and how we look after ourselves in a very stressful generation.
But some people in the wellness business do accept there are problems. I am with Sarah Wilson, and she quit sugar, basically. You quit sugar.
Yeah. 1.5 to 1.8 million people have quit sugar via my books or my program, my online program. And then I've got books in, I think, 40 plus countries now.
That's amazing.
Around the world, yeah.
So you studied at the IIN, the same as Madeline Shaw.
Yeah.
But you've said that doesn't really make you
Qualified in
yeah.
particular. Yeah, I'm very careful about that. I think what you're picking up on is a trend at the moment amongst the clean eating wellness warrior set, where they go and do a 9-month online course and feel that they're qualified to go out there and show people how to eat and be well. And look, there's a certain amount of genuineness to all of that. But the problem is that often it can actually skew into very large problems. And in Australia, I think you've heard of Belle Gibson.
Belle Gibson was the first wellness blogger, and she actually inspired many people who are nutrition bloggers, food bloggers today. And she's being prosecuted because she told the public that she cured herself of brain cancer by basically becoming a clean eater. And she had an app out that was promoted by Apple. She had a book out, she made a lot of money, but it's all come out that it's all been one big lie. And that she never had cancer. I couldn't believe that.
No, she landed in a lot of trouble and basically is up for fraud charges at the moment and has dragged down Apple, Penguin Publishing. Everyone got swept up, in this movement. So as an old person, I actually feel like saying to other old people, these brands, you know what, wake up to yourselves. These people are doing their thing, but you should actually be taking responsibility. So I actually, with the Belle Gibson example, I actually have a problem with the companies that bolstered her and gave her money and worked with her and used her as an influencer. That's where the issue is.
Numbers, and they just think money, and that's all they care about.
And millennials. They want to get through to the millennials who've got money.
So, look what's come in the post. I am now a raw food nutritionist with a diploma. Can you see that? So I'm a nutritionist now.
Yeah.
What is your opinion on that? How easy it was for me to become? And bearing in mind, I have eating problems. And that's so easy for me just to become a nutritionist.
Yeah, unfortunately the law in this country is that anyone can become a nutritionist and you can give your opinion to people about what to eat. You have a lot of followers, you have a lot of people that listen to what you say. If you started saying tomorrow, don't eat this and don't eat that, people would do it, which is really worrying.
So I've obviously been looking at different people online and meeting people who follow certain diets. And in my opinion, they don't look that healthy to me. They don't look that well.
I would agree. Looking at most of them, I would say you have an eating disorder. You definitely meet all of the criteria for an eating disorder. From the way they speak about food and that they push themselves with exercise and they obsess around food. And so you get a bunch of people, all with very strange, odd relationships with food, who are validating each other's behaviours and saying this is okay, when it's not. It's a trend and it will be a bubble that eventually probably bursts and people take the backlash.
Yeah.
The main messages, throughout a couple of 100 years that haven't changed: eat a little bit of what you fancy, eat in moderation, eat food, that looks
actual
like food.
So I've arrived in Portugal. I am here, part holiday, part work, and we are going to a Mexican restaurant. So raw vegan might have to go out the window. I'm sorry.